Hey guys, welcome back to Rusty Guns. So in today's video, I want to talk about a specific part of the ATF's new supposed regulations on pistol braces. And it's a part that I think could actually end up getting people seriously injured or maybe even killed. Now in my last video, when I went over the ATF's rules, I just kind of went over every single rule. This time I'm going to focus on one specific one. But before I do that, I wanted to say that that last video did get some good traction as far as views went, and it picked up several subscribers that I normally don't get over the weekends like I did. And I'm happy that you all are with me. I hope you stick around. And for those new subscribers, I want to let you guys know this channel has always been a channel about the average guy, about the average gun owner. I'm not here to show, $30,000, $40,000 guns that the average guy can't own. I stick to the basics and we stick to simple things for the everyday average gun owner and new gun owners. With that being said, I am a very strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I took multiple oaths to defend the Constitution, and so it's something I do believe very strongly in. And so for that reason, on this channel, you will never see me destroy a gun just to get likes and views. I know other people do that, but as far as I'm concerned, my personal opinion, when you do that, you're literally doing what anti-gun people want you to do, which is destroy firearms. And so for that particular reason, you will never see that happen on this channel. So if that's something that you want to see or are interested in, it won't be here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video and talk about the specific part of the rule. And what I'm focusing on is the pistol brace itself, not the buffer tube or the sights or any of the other stupid nonsense, but just the pistol brace. Because basically what the ATF is saying is that unless you have that cuff type pistol brace that has a strap that you can lock down to your arm, pretty much it's going to end up being considered an SBR, and you're going to have to get a $200 tax stamp. Now the reason I have a problem with this, and the reason I say this is potentially something that could injure people, is because, so you have to remember, when the pistol braces first came out, its main purpose was to help disabled veterans and to help other disabled people be able to still enjoy shooting particular calibers like the 5.56 or the 7.62 by 39. That's what it was intended for. So when I think of it in this sense, let's think about a guy who, let's say he only has one arm, okay? And he buys one of the pistol braces, and if he's going to be limited to having a cuff type that has to be strapped to his arm, this is kind of a scenario of you don't have the other arm to work with. So you're putting your hand through the back end of the brace, grabbing a hold, and now it's locked. Now the brace comes up to here, and now you have to find a way to cinch that. And of course, most of the guys that only have one arm are going to be using their mouth, to loosen it or tighten that strap down. And if you think about it in this sense, where's the gun pointing, right? Where's the muzzle going? You can have the muzzle going in all different kinds of directions that it should not be going in. Now, to avoid that, they could have somebody else do that for them. But I'm sure what many of them have started doing is they just have the strap set to a certain position where they can just slide their hand up through the back, and it kind of comes up pretty snug on their forearm, which is, I'm sure, what many of them do. Or they have the elastic type, which now you get, I think, 2 points for, that they use. It's because it will form fit to their forearm. So where is the other possible potential danger with this? And I think it's probably where many of them found it when they started shooting with these pistol braces. And that is if there's a malfunction, okay? If there's a jam or something fails to extract, you have to think about the fact that now somebody has this weapon strapped to their arm, and now they have to figure out a way to let go of it and get their arm out to get a hold of this, to then try to clear the jam. All the while they're flailing the muzzle around in different directions and possibly down at their legs or their feet or whatever. Now, of course, they could have somebody else come over to help them out, and now you're putting another person in jeopardy. So let's say you have one of these pistols that's chambered in 5.56, like an AR-15, and it has a charging handle. Well, if you have a death jam in that, that could end up causing a catastrophic failure, and to the shooter or to somebody else that's helping the shooter. So that potential for danger, it becomes increasing because of these regulations that they're now putting on the disabled people. Because I can't say for certain, but I would imagine that many of the disabled people who've been using these pistol braces and experiencing jams have decided that, you know what, having the strap on my arm is hindering me from clearing jams. And so they probably don't use the strap very much. And what they would probably do is just then cock their arm down and pop their arm out of the brace, so that then they just have their hand, and then they can grab the gun in a position, put the brace up against themselves, and then be able to clear a jam in probably the safest manner that they can. And so I don't want to say anybody's limited, but being able to clear a jam as quickly and safely as somebody that has, both arms, it's probably a little bit harder, and they have to find tricks and different things to be able to do it the way it needs to be done. But I think everybody out there needs to be really upset about this, and we need to be defending the people that these pistol braces were, intended for in the first place. Which kind of brings me to my next point, and this might upset some people, and if it does, I'm sorry, but it's the way I feel. If you guys are not disabled and you're using these pistols with the pistol braces and you're shouldering them, please stop putting it on social media, all right? Because all it's doing is adding fuel to the fire for the ATF, and what you're ending up doing is you're hurting the people that this was designed for, the disabled, all right? So, I have seen numerous YouTube channels where people are shouldering these things and shooting them, and it doesn't help the cause any, all right? So please stop doing it. And let's try to help the people that this was actually intended to help in the first place. But please, everyone, contact your congressmen, senators, representatives, contact the ATF, and let's help stop this madness that's occurring, because that's exactly what it is. It's madness, and it's an attack on the Second Amendment, and I can't stand it in the least bit. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks a lot for joining me. Take care, and God bless you.